Army to fight for my country, to make a better life for myself. There were no jobs where I lived, so definitely Army's going to be around forever.
I joined the Army to prove myself worthy of becoming a United States citizen.
The reason is Army doctors are really sought after, so my choices are going to be wide open.
Sweet words, the promise of a life full of action, a step up on the career ladder, or even the dream of U.S. citizenship. This is the seductive pitch of the Army, but are recruiters being completely honest about what awaits service members in the battlefield?
Clear!
Or what they can really expect when they come off it.
And so they trick them with all these promises of a better life, and then these people end up going and throwing their lives away in Iraq and Afghanistan, and then coming home to the situation you described of homelessness, of unemployment, of substance abuse.
Michael Preisner is an Iraq War veteran. He recognizes that war can destroy both body and mind of a soldier, something seldom mentioned. As the media has tired of showing America's wars, Americans are becoming more disconnected to their troops in battle and losing sight of the consequences. A growing number, not just of veterans, but of homeless veterans.
You know, I had a job, I got laid off, and that was it. I lost my wife.
Paul Kendrick is lost when he tries to remember what it was that finally landed him on the street. The Army veteran proudly fought in the first Iraq War and now feels like he and many other vets are being trampled on.
I tried to go to the VA and all that, and they said, well, it's going to take time, like 2 or 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And it's bullshit, man. You need to start thinking about the veterans today, homeless veterans.
These days, veterans are ending up homeless sooner than ever.
So, do you want to get off the streets, or? Yeah?
I was just stressing out how I'm going to do it.
4 years ago, Marine Robert Lee Hunter was serving his country in Iraq. Today, he is hooked on drugs and living under a bridge.
How'd you end up out here?
I'm going through a bunch of problems, issues, divorce. I went to VA over here, got handcuffed to a bed. You know, got choked up because I wouldn't do what they said.
He gets by with some food and extra clothing from the nonprofit group National Veterans Foundation. Their outreach efforts fill the gap where government agencies like the VA have failed.
Before, you would only see like one every 3 or 4 months. And now every time we go out, we must see somebody from Iraq or Afghanistan or from the first Gulf War.
Some people join the armed services in hopes of having financial stability once they're done with their duty. Unfortunately, some of them end up here on the streets. Now here in Los Angeles, there are more than 40,000 people without a home on a nightly basis. Many of those are veterans, and that problem is just expected to get even worse as more and more service members return from the war to a dire economic situation with very few job prospects.
If you join the military for a paycheck, you joined the wrong, you came to the wrong place.
Freddie Cordova, a Marine, served 4 tours in Iraq. As he helps homeless vets, Cordova admits that while some recruiters are concerned about the future of the young men and women joining the armed forces, others simply see them as numbers.
Well, there's a cliche saying in the military, every soldier says, my recruiter lied to me. It's just something that we all know. You know, the reality is you're less likely to find a job when you get out of the military, despite promises that you're more marketable in the job market.
The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Admiral Mike Mullen, recently expressed concern over the creation of a generation of homeless vets, a practical and moral burden for the U.S. for decades to come. Despite the warning, some conservative lawmakers, like Michelle Bachmann, have proposed cutting funding for veterans. That is something that proud American vets don't like to hear.
Take care of America, and then take care of the world. America's not taking care of America.
In Los Angeles, Ramon Galindo, RT.